So a lot of people have been saying she's not saying the truth, that this kind of thing cannot happen in Germany, that German government does not do something like that. I want to break it to you that no, it is actually a very, very recurrent something that is going on in Germany. Now they are deporting with reckless abandon. It doesn't matter if you have children, it doesn't matter. And they are doing it Hi everyone, good day to you all again, and welcome back to my Blessed YouTube channel. If you are coming for the first time, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so you get to know whenever I make new videos. And as always, my viewers, my subscribers, thank you so much for all you do. I truly do appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love and thank you for all the motivations you give me. So today I want to join this conversation about this woman that was deported from Germany with her 3 children. And I mean, my heart goes out to her. It's unfortunate. I can't even begin to imagine what it is like for the children, you know, especially being born in Europe and growing up in Europe, and all of a sudden they are just thrust in this new system, in this new environment, and I don't know what they can make out of it, you know. But yeah, it is what it is, and I just want to say I'm sorry to her and to her family. And my heart goes out to her. I send her my prayers, I send her my love. So a lot of people have been saying she's not saying the truth, that this kind of thing cannot happen in Germany, that German government does not do something like that. I want to break it to you that no, it is actually a very, very recurrent something that is going on in Germany. Now they are deporting with reckless abandon. It doesn't matter if you have children, it doesn't matter. And they are doing it in the dead of the night so that everyone will be together, because they want to get everyone together. Because if they do it in the morning, maybe someone has gone to school to, you know, like they don't have everybody at the one place. But when they come 3 a.m. in the night, most likely everyone is together at home sleeping. So this is why they strike like this. So they have done it before, and this time around they try to do it in a way that the German population doesn't even know what is going on. So you don't see the news on the tabloid. So if you look into German tabloid now, you will not see any news about this sister that was deported. But last year there was a case of a woman from Chechnya that mimics exactly what this woman has gone through. And you know, she has 3 children like that. The last one was also born in Germany and stuff like that, but she was still deported. There was a lot of outrage from the population, from a lot of the opposition. So this time around they are just doing it under the cover. So they are really deporting a lot of people. In fact, there was even a Ghanaian family that was deported, you know, with little children, and they were all born here also. So yeah, this is what they have been doing. And usually the thing is, once they have giving you negative in your asylum procedures, is for you to leave. And so they always give you the option to leave voluntarily, so you can get some money and say for your rehabilitation. But if you fail to go through this voluntary rehabilitation, their own is to find a way to get you out when you will be unaware. Because a lot of people, upon knowing that they are going to be deported, they kind of go under, they hide, especially when you don't have children, when you are a young man or a young woman. So they kind of just hide under, they don't see them, and normally they withdraw all kind of benefit that they give them, welfare. So but they don't mind anyway, young men or young women, so they just go under. But when you have children, it's difficult for you to go under, because your children will go to school, your children, you know, little children. So yeah, you're always gonna be with them. So this is what has happened to this sister. So regardless of her story or whatever she has said, this is really a common thing among the German immigration system. They really deport people with children. In fact, they deport even children who have been going to school, as long as you are asylum seeker and your asylum decision has come through and they said it's a negative. And if you have been living in Germany, maybe you came with a student visa, or maybe in some other way you came into Germany and in a legal way, that is the only way that your child can get citizenship. If you live there for at least 8 years, if you have lived there consecutively for 8 years and you have legal documentation the whole time. When you have a child in Germany, you get citizenship for that child. But if you are asylum seeker and you have a child in Germany, that child doesn't have anything. In fact, you will have to make asylum application for on behalf of the child, because when you are an asylum seeker, your child is also an asylum seeker. So you are going to initiate an asylum application for that child, and you have to tell the reason why the child is under asylum. And if you don't do that, the state is going to initiate it for you. So yeah, if you are an asylum seeker, your children are asylum seekers, they don't have stay. And if you have lived in Germany for 10 years or for 15 years, or it doesn't matter how long the asylum proceedings have gone through, they don't count it. Those years are just illegitimate. It's not legally binding on anybody. It's just the time that you were kept to go through the legal process to bring it to a close. So if you have gone through the legal process for 8 years and it came to a close the close it came to is negative decision that your asylum is not granted, then that 8 years does not count. Whether you have gone to school, whether you have done up, whether you have done that, it does not count. So the only time it will count is when the decision is positive. So if you go through this asylum application process and the process drags out however long, and it comes to the end that it becomes a positive outcome for you, then those 10 years will count. When they give you the paper, it will not count for you that you've been in the country for 10 years. But no matter how long the process has gone through, and the end is a negative, rejected asylum procedure that you should go back, it doesn't count. It's just duldung, that's what they call it. It's like they just bear with you in this period, so they don't count it, and you shouldn't even count it. So yeah, this is how it is. So but if you came with legal documentation, like you came through studentship, maybe for whatever reason you came into the country, but you came in legally and you were able to stay in the country legally, having legal documentation the whole time you were here, and you have a child after 8 years, the child will have a chance to have the citizenship even if you don't have the citizenship. So let's make that one clear. Having a child in Germany does not guarantee your citizenship in any form. There's also another issue that we have to look into. If you are in Germany for whatsoever reason and you have not added any value, then Oyo is your name. So it's important for you to add some value even to yourself. So even if the state is providing everything for you today, like they give you everything, your children are going to school, they pay through the system for all the things that you are getting, they give you money for food, but they don't see you investing in yourself in any way. You're not going to school, you're not learning a trade, you're not doing any apprenticeship. So there's no hope, there's no outlook that in some time in the future you are going to be able to take responsibility for yourself. It means that the state is going to continuously cater for you. Nobody wants to take that kind of risk. So this even makes it worse for you. And if you are able to go to German school and you can learn how to speak German, at least daily conversation you can go through, and at the end you can even count for yourself that you have kind of try to integrate into the system. So it's going to be a plus for you in the court, when you go to the court, and so you can say that you have been integrated and that you learn a language and that you are going to school. Like for men, you have to be able to do something to bring some income to your family. So if a couple is there, you have come to Germany to seek asylum, you are a man and you have your children with you, you have your wife with you, and you don't add any value to the system, even if it is cleaning, even if it is helping in the kitchen, whatever it is, you are going to be doing it and be adding it. So the money they will be giving you will be like two shoes. They call it like some kind of addition to what you have. But whereby the state is going to give you everything, give for your children everything, it's like making the case worse. So when they go to court, when your asylum process is continuing, they will see that there is no value in you. So I want to encourage every one of you that you are there and you are going through this process, you are seeking asylum, you are in the system, you live in their camp, Yeah, try to add value to yourself. If you are a man, try to seek for your own accommodation. Like, if you can have your own accommodation, even you can marry, but they will not have the power to just come and bust it like that without uh, you know, a warrant. Whereas if you live in their own accommodation, they have the key, they can come in at any time and take you out. So these are some things that you can do to protect yourself. And once the court has given the rule that your asylum is negative and you have appealed and they said it's negative and they have told you that you are going to be removed, then please, find your way, find how to do it. Because like now, I feel that if she had left Germany and gone to France or Italy or whatever, maybe they are not so strict like Germany, she will still be here. However, how poor, how bad, how whatever it is, it's still going to be better for her and her children. But now that she didn't take those steps, it's going to be difficult for her to come back to Germany, and it's going to be difficult for her children to come back to Germany or to any of the European countries because of the lack of consistency. So if you live in Europe and then you go to Germany, you go to France, you go to Switzerland, and then you come to Germany, you kind of rotate. There's no stability, there's no consistency, that the child cannot claim that I consistently lived in this country, I went to school in this country, I have my primary school certificate in this country. It makes it very difficult for you to get any benefit, or for you to make any legal appeal for this kind of decision. So because you cannot say you have been consistently in living in one place and that the children's life has been disrupted. So when the children are already used to this kind of disruptions, that you live in one place, you move to the other, so what is the big deal if they move to one more place? So yeah, these are the things you have to consider. I know that it's not easy for a lot of folks and they are moving around looking for how to make the papers, but these are the things you have to consider when you have a child with you. Consistency is very, very, very important. So finally, the last point is for you to remember that Angela Merkel, the Chancellor of Germany, was in Nigeria with the President of Nigeria, and he has told her that she can remove Nigerians. And so the President has already given the order. So the embassies are just to comply. And this our sister, she said she didn't give them any document. They took her Italian document. So in that her Italian document, it's already stated that she's a Nigerian. So they know that she's a Nigerian. So her data is already there. So with that one, they are able to get the travel certificate from the Nigerian embassy. So the Nigerian embassy has the authority from the presidency to reduce the number of Nigerians. Anyone that they want to remove, the embassy is obliged to just give them everything they need because of the memorandum of understanding. It's called the MOU. So don't think that you can go to the embassy and make any protest, because the embassy must obey the presidency. They are there representing the government of Nigeria, and the Nigerian government have already made the decision. So the embassy's own is just to comply. So anyone that is a Nigerian, be sure that the embassy is going to be giving out your travel certificate. So don't put yourself in a compromising position. If you're in Italy and it's working out for you, don't be using Lotto to run to Germany, because the German government, they are strict. And you know that German election is coming in September, and people are not happy because of the number of immigrants that came in since 2014, 2015, and thereafter. So now it's time for general elections, and the Conservative Party, that is the AfD, is about to take over. And this AfD is kind of right-leaning, Nazi, and the people don't want a lot of, there's a lot of tussle right now. So the ruling party, the CDU, is trying to, assuage the electorate that they are onto it. They are doing what they want. So they are going to speedily remove a lot of people. So make sure you keep yourself safe. If they are rejected the asylum, you find your way. If you cannot deal anymore, you just go to them and accept the voluntary return to Nigeria. Yeah, so this is it. This is the reality of the case. Me, I don't have anything to say against the German government, or all I know is that this is one of the reasons that we, the Biafrans, are fighting for Biafra. So a lot of people will say, what are you people going to do with Biafra? This is it though. This is it. Because if you have your own country, you can live outside, but you can always come back to your home country. It's not going to be like a problem when they bring you back to your home country, because the country seems like it's normal, but it's at war. Nothing is working. Every day they are killing people, herdsmen, militia, Boko Haram terrorists, every kind of bandits now. That's what they call them. So the country itself, is not safe. But the government is going around the world pretending that the country is a normal country that is working, signing memorandum of understanding that they should be bringing Nigerians who are in safety, who have escaped, back. So yeah, you can see that this is it. If we can get our Biafra, many people will not have to be crossing the desert and cross the Atlantic, the ocean, to come into Europe. You will just cross the road and go into Biafra. Yeah, we believe that Biafra will be the answer. And so that is why you see the Igbos fighting for Biafra. So all we can say is, yeah, if you cannot do your own country well, you cannot force another person not to do his own country well. So Germany has to do what he has to do to take care of his own country. It is left for the ones in Nigeria either to come together and make it to be okay, or support Biafra so that Biafra can separate, so that we can still see how Biafra is going to be. So there is nothing saying that, oh, if Biafra comes, they don't love themselves, blah 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 blah. Yeah, let it come first, then we will see. Yeah, because we have seen all Nigeria is, and it's not working. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about it. I'm sorry for what has happened to the woman, and I hope that she will get the help that she needs, and I hope that the families that she has been sending money to all this time will welcome her and will be there for her now that she needs them. And I encourage everyone to help her. If there's any way they can do some kind of crowdfunding for her, so that she can start a new life in Nigeria, and also maybe to help the man, the father of the children, to have some kind of stay that will enable him to bring the children and the mother back. That will be also another option. So this is all I have to say about this topic. I don't know if I missed something. Maybe I will have to say it again in another video. But until then, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.